What's up, guys? New challenge. This is my third challenge I'm doing. 20 hours of learning to hit the terrain park while skiing. I've hit some jumps for fun, but never actually trained on a terrain park.
I've hit jumps too, but not in the same way.
What's that even mean?
Like I hit them, you know, like crash kind of.
So question, do any of you guys, do you ever do the terrain parks or anything or no? Okay, do you have any tips?
You're gonna fall out. Way forward, you're gonna stay right on that too.
So as my skis are being waxed, I learned to lean in on rails in my front foot and look over your shoulder for 180s. Sounds simple. Thanks to Noah and Cameron for the tips so we don't kill ourselves. All right, we'll let you know how it goes. All right, we made it to the mountain. We're ready to go learn some tricks. All right, we made it on the lift, and my shin is killing me when I push into my boot. You want to tell them why?
I didn't
Want to
do
tell them
anything.
why? So we're bowling the other day, and Ben kicks my shin lightly. And I look at him, kind of laugh. He kicks it again, and then he kicks super hard to where, like, there might have been some choice words. I'm like, what the heck? And he says, sorry, dude. I thought it was the chair. I was trying to kick your chair to be funny.
Who puts their leg where the chair leg is supposed to be?
So I've got 3 goals with this terrain park challenge. 1, do a 180 on a jump. 2, shred a rail or a tube. And 3, hit the biggest jumps at Park City. If I can do all that, I will feel successful and like I learned a lot because I have never done tricks. All right, so we just came up payday. So right here, came all the way up. Now we're gonna go ski down this little cat track, go up Bonanza. We're aiming for blasters right there. I might be wrong, but I think the terrain park is somewhere over there. All right, let's try this. Some advice they gave us at the ski shop was before hitting a rail, just get used to putting your weight on your front foot while sliding down a hill. That way you won't slip out on the rail as easily. All right, Ben's giving it a go. Good job, Ben. All right, oh, well, hey, that's why we're practicing, right? All right, stay tuned. Hey. The next foundation was simply just trying to do a 180 on the flat ground. I was definitely nervous to hit jumps, so I wanted to prove to myself that I could just do it successfully while standing.
That one was pretty good.
But then something unexpected happened. So update, we haven't even made it to the terrain park yet. So I was trying to do the whole thing, like putting weight on my front foot, but not to stop, but to keep sliding so I can slide on rails. I pushed more and more and more to get as flat as I could, caught an edge. Man, my shoulder cracked so loud, but I don't think anything's broken, but it is hurting to move quite a bit. So not giving up, still hitting the terrain park. You got it. Ben wanted to get familiar with the jumps as he has never jumped at all, and I wanted to get used to doing a 180 while moving. I could do it on flat ground, but moving was another challenge. So I started to get familiar with that. It's hard to go backwards to front again.
Someone on ski to 180.
We then saw a bunch of kids doing 180s, and you think it would motivate us, but instead I decided to go try my luck on the pipe.
First attempt.
I think my shoulder's donezo for the day, but good first try. So I had this bail, and my shoulder was killing me, and it's still making me feel kind of nauseous. So I'm gonna pop some ibuprofen, and we're gonna watch some anime. So I'm headed to the doctor's. Got a doctor's appointment for my shoulder. You know, I know I keep saying no growth in the comfort zone, no comfort in the growth zone, and I'm definitely not comfortable right now. But this is not what I meant when I said that. So anyways, stay tuned and hopefully it's just a strain and we'll be better in a week or 2. All right, so I got out. Good news, nothing's broken, which I expected. The doctor's pretty sure it's a rotator cuff injury. So she believes it's just a partial tear. She said, give it 2 weeks, see how it feels. So I've got a work trip this next week anyways. So we'll try to hit the skiing again in 2 weeks. Yay. Well, it had been 2 weeks and it was time to get back to the ski hill, but I was nervous. I did not want to hurt myself worse. But then I remembered no comfort in the growth zone, no growth in the comfort zone. And I had definitely done way stupider things. So with that being said, it was time to go. The legend has returned. All right, guys. Zach and Ben are back, and we've got
Nate Dog Fine here.
Nate Dog Fine. We're gonna warm up a little bit, and then we're gonna hit the train park again.
Is the camera on? Because I think
Yeah.
that was hot.
Yeah, it looks good.
You good?
Shoulder's good.
Bro, you hit that first one nicely. Any last words?
Doing a 180 sounds terrifying. It'll be easy. So I can do that, but I biffed it twice today just doing that. So it's making me way more psyched out to do on the jump. So we'll see if I try it today. To get pumped, I watched other people doing tricks off the jump. And once again, it did the opposite for me. Maybe next time. But that did not stop me from practicing my rails. I decided to hit more of the tabletops, as well as get familiar with the jumps. But they say tabletops are easier because they're flatter, you have more of a surface. So let's see how it goes. All right, there's one. All right, let's get the second. All right, guys, like I said, it's a work in progress. Hit it, hit it, hit it. You got it. Let's keep going. I hope you got it. Trying to twist it up. Day 3 of learning the terrain park. I'm gonna attempt the 180 today. Nate's going to
Be happy.
be happy, and Ben's gonna, what are you gonna do, Ben?
Not die.
So 180, be happy, not die. 3 great things. Three great things.
Here in America, we speak English.
Well, day 3 of learning the terrain park had come, and I was running out of time. I had not even tried the 180 yet, so today I decided to do it first thing before I got scared and psyched myself out. Success! So while I was pumped, I tried the rail and failed. Woo! All right, successfully did a 180 on the smallest jump, but still counts. Now I just gotta hit a rail, because I've only been doing tables, and hit the biggest jumps. Woo! Deep. At least we got fresh snow.
Oh gosh.
Well, after a successful day of getting the 180 and a painful day of crashing on the tube and trying the rails, we decided to go explore and improv photo shoot. Realizing I was only halfway through the challenge and I already reached the goal of 180, I wanted to up the stakes and try the 360. So I watched some videos and did some practice to get ready for the next session. Gonna do some mock 360s right now. So you're saying to make sure your head, just like a 180, is looking in the direction you want to turn. But with a 180, that's kind of all you have to do. With a 360, he's saying to have your feet shoulder length apart, head looking over, but you wind up the arms, and then you just follow the arms in your head. So, all right, let's try the other way. That means I got it, right? It's basically the same, just with skis on. and going faster and hard snow. Mental. All right, up here are some coworkers today and friends, I guess you could say. It is 12 degrees, feels like 4 degrees, but we're just gonna have some fun and then we're gonna hit the terrain park a little later. All right, we're at the terrain park. We're gonna try to hit some stuff and Garth is gonna watch us maybe hurt ourselves.
Not die.
All right.
Not die.
I also wanna hit the tube rail thing because as you saw earlier in the video, I biffed it and I wanna hit it today. This is my buddy Curtis, and he has a lot more experience in the terrain park, as you are about to see. So since I was going to be trying the 360 today, I figured I could use the motivation, and I invited him to go up with me. Alright, it was time to confront my nemesis again, the tube. And he won.
Ooh, that looks like that hurt. Yeah. Yeah, a lot better. You did. Yeah, buddy. Nice.
Well, the 360 was proving to be a lot harder than the 180, which is to be expected, but my main thing was not rotating far enough. I'd always put my feet down or stop moving my arms to the side and just biff it, but I decided to give it one more honest try. This is the closest I'd get to getting the 360, and I've got the rotation. As you can see, I'm facing forward, but I was leaning way too far back, which probably was just subconsciously out of fear, but we were so close. That being said, we decided it's time to hit the big terrain park. This is where you could find the biggest jumps, which I was going to try to hit, and longer pipes and a lot more things for Curtis to play on. All the while, I just tried to mentally prepare myself to hit the biggest jumps at Park City. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. You said just go straight on it.
Which one?
That one right there, the one
Oh, that box. Yeah.
That's the one, I'm gonna go before all these people, since I don't know what I'm doing. Nice! Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, Zach, those jumps are huge. You have to hit those? And no, I have to hit one of these. These ones are even bigger than the ones you just saw. I don't know the exact measurements, but it felt very intimidating. And for someone that had never hit jumps much bigger than what you saw before, yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah. You gotta zoom out a little bit though.
I did this, I've got 2 of my 3 goals.
Alright.
Whenever you're ready. I was scared. That was terrifying how much longer I was in the air for.
Oh yeah, dude.
So like when I landed, I just kind of like slowly went down to my back. I don't know what my deal was. But. Went good. Our first time down the biggest terrain park. I hit the second biggest jump, so not the biggest. Not sure if I'm going to do it again today.
What I didn't know is this would be the last time I tried for the season because I went on vacation, came back, it was hot, I planned to go again, and it just never worked out. But I got 2 of my 3 goals, and next year, we're going to hit the big jumps again, we're going to get the rail, and I'm going to master the 360. Now enjoy Ben flipping his hair to finish.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are you doing?